Well, thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me. It's really nice to meet you.
You're very welcome and nice to meet you. And can you tell everyone how you got attracted to begin your acting career?
Well, how I got into acting, I'd never really had any thought of acting. I was just like strictly a model at first, and I went to this studio where they have a whole bunch of classes like modeling, dancing, acting, all for like one price. So we paid for the big package, and I just started going to these acting classes, and I really enjoyed it, and it just like sucked me in.
And what age did you start acting?
I started acting at 11 years old, so for 4 years.
Oh, wow. And how old are you now?
I'm 15.
You're 15.
15 and a half. Yep.
Oh, wow.
My
So
half
you've been
birthday
act.
was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday. So you worked on a lot of roles, I've noticed. Um, the list goes on. You were in the film called The Virus, The Chime, and there's so many stuff you'd worked on your IMDb. So out of all the roles you played, which one's your favorite?
um, there's been like a lot of roles that I played. It's very hard to pick just one because they're all very different characters and I had to do very different things for all of them. But I really like those emotional roles where I can dig deep and analyze the script and the character. So this movie I did when I was little, it was my first movie too, so it has a little bit of sentimental value, I guess. It's called Connie. That was the lead role. It's not out yet. It is getting in the works of getting distributed right now, but that was a really fun role to play. I really had to like that was the role that pushed me. I was like, yes,
Hmm.
this is what I want to do.
And what was Connie about, the film?
Connie is a horror movie about a schizophrenic girl who is like seeing and hearing stuff that isn't really here, and it's causing her to go like crazy, and everybody thinks she's crazy, and it's just basically like her story of
And
her schizophrenia.
right, and where was it filmed at? In Virginia or?
It was filmed in Virginia. It was filmed like 2 hours away from my house. So we went up there, we got a hotel and slept there a few times to be a part of it.
That's amazing. And of course, you were in the part of the film, The Virus. And is that correct?
Hmm.
And what was that about?
It's it's actually hard to say because I don't remember a lot about it. I just remember it being like really fun and I liked the people on it. I didn't have like a super big role, so I was just there and I was having fun and I was enjoying myself, but like I had a lot of fun with it.
And then that's amazing because I read the background about that film. It's like a computer virus and um,
Mhm.
that's what the film's about. And I noticed you like to be in like horror films. That
I do like horror films. That's like my favorite genre. They're just really fun to do.
so you like to be in horror movies. You that
Yeah.
like to be in your horror movie film because I can tell on your IMDb that you
Yeah, I do like my
you
horror movies to act in. That's like my favorite genre to act in. To
right.
watch, I like adventure because my attention span isn't that long, but acting is like completely different. In real life, I'm super scared of like horror movies. I cannot do it, but just I acting in it and being behind the scenes kind of makes it like less scary and more fun.
Hmm. Oh wow. And then of course, what was your recent role you've done?
So the recent role I've done, I was in a production called Chime. That was a short film in Richmond. I it was like in Richmond, it was a little competition. And then I have a upcoming project and it's called A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And we're really doing like fundraising for that right now. on Indiegogo, and that one is also like a horror psychological thriller, and I'm really excited for that. But Chime was probably the most recent one I've done that's come out.
Oh wow, so you have a couple upcoming films and
Yeah,
where
I
can
have a
people
lot of like
go?
upcoming projects.
And I apologize, where people can go for donate again?
Indiegogo. It's
Indiegogo,
called A
okay.
Good Girl's Guide to Murder. You can access it like from my page, from Chase Productions, just all around. We're raising fundraising for casting crew and production, just hiring everyone and making it the best experience for the viewers possible.
That's
There's
amazing.
lots of like perks for it. You can literally be in the movie and like get gift.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's in Virginia, filmed in Virginia.
No, it's not gonna be filmed in Virginia. It's gonna be filmed in Kentucky, which is a bordering state. No, it's not. Okay, it's not a bordering state, but it's close enough, and I'm
You
really
made me
excited
think
to go
there for
out
a
there.
minute.
I had to think about that for a second. I was like, is it? It's not.
Yeah, I don't think it is. No.
It's not, but it's in Kentucky.
Okay. Um, Now, out of all the, like I said, I already asked you this, but where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Um, I really love doing acting. I am planning on going to college, but I would like to pursue acting as well as it. So like on break, I could just like take off a few days because I really do want to pursue acting as well.
And is there any particular college that you're looking at?
Not yet. I still have a few years to decide. I have 2 years, so I haven't really started looking yet, but I am planning on going.
And are you doing acting in high school as well?
Yeah, I am. I'm in high school right now. I've been doing acting for all of these years. I've been doing it in middle school too. So it's just like a really big passion of mine.
Yeah, wow. And so, like I said, so you like horror movies.
Hmm.
And what is your favorite horror film that you like to watch on in theaters or movie at
Ooh,
home or, you know?
I don't like watching horror films. They scare me so bad. But I watched Megan in theaters like a few weeks ago, like a month ago. And it wasn't like necessarily my favorite horror film ever, but I just like enjoyed watching it. I thought it was a really interesting movie. I liked the
Hmm.
part where she started singing. That was so funny to me. I know it was supposed to be creepy, but it was so funny.
I totally agree with you. Um, so what is your greatest strength as an actress so far?
My what?
Greatest strength as an actress so far?
Um, Let me think about that for a second. My greatest strength, like, I feel like it's just getting to know people and getting all of these connections and really like knowing people that can enhance my skills and capabilities. Like, people are really beautiful and like fortunate thing to have around. And it's just like all of these people coming together to help me because they believe in me and they see potential in me.
Wow.
Not
And
really my strength, but the strength that other people brought out in me.
mm, I totally agree with you on that. What do you believe is the most challenging aspect of being an actress?
I think everything is so challenging about it. People think it's really easy just because it's like you're just acting like a different person, but it's so much more than that. It's like you have to remember all of these lines, you have to know whether the camera is, you need to do like script analysis and pick apart the character and why they're doing what they're doing after that, what they're doing with their hands, their feet. Like you just really have to be self-aware of everything
Hmm.
around you, self-aware of what the other person is saying so you know how to react to that. It's just like a lot to think about all of the time.
And what is your advice for people to memorize lines?
Just read it over and over until you got it. I'll read it 3 times. I'll see if I remember any of it. And the parts that I don't remember, I'll go back over and read it another 3 times until I got it.
And you just keep reading and reading and
I
reading.
just keep reading it. Yeah, but there is a lot more that goes into the script too, like breaking it down. Like I have to highlight all my lines. That helps a lot too. Highlighting the lines, rehearsing the lines with other people will help you memorize it. Or just taking away the script and having the other person just being like line, and they'll feed you the line and you'll remember it. And it kind of helps with the sequence of knowing how you're going to say things too.
And it's a funny question. Have you ever forgot about a line?
Oh, I always forget my lines. I'm just like, sorry guys, I messed up. Can we do it again? But I am pretty good at memorizing stuff, and I don't mess up that often. But when I do it, it is hilarious. It is so funny. I'm like, oh no.
And what do you say is your greatest accomplishment so far as an actress?
As an actor, it would just be I was in a movie called The Rose Wagon. It hasn't come out yet, but that was filmed in Indiana with Johnny Sandor. She is also going to be in the movie A Good Girl Guides to Murder, so I'm really excited to work with her again. I've worked with her a few times, but it's this um faith-based movie about Christmas, and it has a really good story to it. It has
Hmm.
like really it has famous people in it. So I got to work alongside of them. That was so exciting. I love working like alongside big people like that. Even they're just people too, but it's just so exciting. It's like I've seen you on TV before. So that's kind of how the experience was there, and it was great meeting a whole bunch of different people, and that was probably like the longest set I've ever been on too, because I still had school during those days, so I left and I was just like in Indiana for like 2 weeks.
For a film.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And what does your family tell the teacher? What do you tell the teacher that you have to leave you out of school for a while?
It's like, have you ever seen The Queen's Gambit?
Yes.
So you know how she's like, oh yeah, she's sick. It's strep. Sorry. That's how I feel like it is with me and my mom. Like it's so funny. Sometimes they just get the random excuses like, oh, a doctor's appointment. Or like, I feel like one day she's gonna pull out the in the hospital with pneumonia card or something. My brothers had that before, so it's not that too far off from believable.
Wow, your family has all kinds of ideas for you.
I know, it's so funny.
Now, which other roles yourself as a character would you like to see yourself on set?
I really want to play a comedic character because I do really emotionally intense characters, and that's what I do like doing. But a comedy character where I'm just like really funny and the comic relief, I feel like that would be so hilarious, and I feel like I could improv a little bit because everybody tells me I'm pretty funny. So if I could like just be myself on screen, that would be really fun.
That's amazing. So you like to do comedy.
Yeah, I do like horror more, but comedy is so fun. Like I've been working on it a lot. I've been working on like commercial acting too, because I'm really trying to get like better at the stuff that I am
Hmm.
not as good in yet. I just want to keep on perfecting my skills and keeping updated.
Oh, wow, that's good. That's good you're working on. Um, Now you're seeing this. This is I don't know if you played this role, but there's a scene where your character is supposed to be sad, and how do you overcome that?
When like the character's supposed to be sad, like
Yes.
getting over it myself or getting into
Hmm.
the mindset.
Mindset and yourself. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm really good about snapping in and out of character really fast. I'll just be laughing and then they'll call like action and I'll be like, no, and then they'll like cut and I snap out of it really fast. I just like get myself in the mindset. It's kind of method. I'm like, your cat just died or something. Like your dog just died. Be really sad. Or I think about what the character is going through. Like this is a really emotional situation. They just got like in a car accident.
Hmm.
Like, act like your whole family died.
Right.
I just like kind of put
Just
myself into the situation.
and you can easily snap out of it.
Yeah. Just because
Okay.
it's not like actually the situation. I'm just putting myself in there for a second
Right, right.
and
I
get
totally
sucked out.
understand.
That's kind of
Right.
another beautiful thing about acting.
That's true. For acting, you just get in and get out there.
Yeah.
So,
It's like you're living a
um,
different person's life.
that's true. Provide an example when you had to overcome a challenge on set.
On set, some of the time they'll just randomly add a scene. Just randomly. They'll like you walk on and they'll be like, here's a scene I need you to memorize right now. And that's always really hard because you don't really have time to do any of that. But when that does happen, I usually go talk to the director or the scriptwriter or anything. I'll be like, what's the scenario? Why does she feel like this? Why is she doing this? What is this in reaction to? I'll really like dissect apart the script and understand
Hmm.
really fast and memorize it. I'm pretty good at memorizing, so that's not really a super big issue for me. But like learning about the script is a really big thing.
Right. I don't understand. Um, it's hard to learn more new scripts. So,
Yeah, it is.
and
Especially because sometimes you'll have a script for months. Like if it's a movie, you'll have it for months to study. So it's just really hard when you get a scene on the day of. Or sometimes during audition, they have this thing called a cold read. Well, they'll
mhm,
give you a script for the first time ever, and you just have to go through it and like be emotional and kind of pause and think about what's happening in the moment. And that's really hard too because it's a script you have never ever seen before, and you're just trying to figure out how to do it on the spot.
right. That's true. I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's hard. Now, I don't know if any role have deeply affected you. Has any role has deeply affected you and changed you in a permanent manner?
There's there's been roles that have affected me and changed my way of thinking, but I wouldn't say they necessarily like either like traumatized me or brought me to this great place in this life. It's just different learning experiences that you can take from every single set, every single script, every single character. Because it is like you're playing a real person. This
Mhm.
person has emotions, feelings, things about their life, aspects. You can always learn something from people.
Right.
So
Really,
yeah,
100%.
every
Um,
role I take something from.
right, and it changed you, but you're playing people's stories that
Mhm.
happen in real life, and you're telling
Right.
people stories, that's for sure. Uh,
Mhm.
what is your favorite memory on set so far?
Oh my gosh. It was on the set of Connie as well. This girl who was playing my little sister, she we were in like a building for one of the scenes and she found a ladybug and she dropped the ladybug and she was like, "Oh no, I killed the ladybug." It was just so funny for it's the way she said it was so hilarious.
And everybody felt bad?
Yes, he's like, the ladybug can't fly anymore. I broke its wing.
Oh,
I was
wow.
sorry, sorry. Like she just dropped it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the ladybug was okay though, but
No, it couldn't fly anymore. It had
oh
broken.
no,
Yeah.
poor thing. Do you have any funny or interesting stories behind the scenes or on set other than that ladybug one?
Everybody on set, they love to break around and joke with each other. One thing about actors is I have this theory that they all just like secretly have ADHD.
Mhm.
The brain is like constantly on go mode and they are so funny. There's so many moments behind the scenes that I kind of wish it was like a reality TV show where they would just record everything because we were on a podcast or something. There's just so many funny moments, so many funny pranks, so many jokes that are played. Like one time we were at a restaurant and there was salt on the table, and while another one of my co-stars wasn't looking, someone else took the salt and put it in the salsa and then just got the chip and scooped it up and fed it. And it was so funny. I was literally watching the whole thing happen. I was like, "What are you doing?" And then I watched it happen. I was like, "That's so funny."
It must have tasted nasty.
I
So,
know. I'm pretty sure he like
um,
almost threw up. Like it was so bad.
right. Ugh. Now on you, is there anything that nobody knows about you other than only your family? Like, is there anything that people should know about you?
a lot of a lot of people do know this, but a lot of people actually don't know this. Me and my dad and my two brothers are actually black belts in martial arts. We all went together and for like 5, 6, 7 years, and we all worked together as a family to get our black belt. Except for my mom, she's not really into that. But that's like a fun fact about me is I can like fight and do tricks and punch really hard and stuff.
And so what made you get into that sport as well?
Martial arts, I think one of my friends were having a birthday party there, and we just showed up and we were like, wow, this seems like a really cool, supportive,
Hmm.
and like healthy, physically active environment to be in. Just like you get it, I took a lot from it. There's lots of, they teach you, it's not only like how to kick and punch and how to fight. They teach you about like mindset, physical fitness, mental fitness, like well-being, along with all that other stuff with how to fight, you know?
And you still do it?
I don't do it. During COVID, I actually like stopped doing it just because I didn't really feel safe in there because it was kind of a confined environment and we weren't allowed to wear masks because we're exercising and that just makes it hard to breathe. And I just didn't want to, we just didn't want to risk it or get sick, especially with like some people around me being high risk. So we kind of stopped. But
Right, I totally understand. You know,
yeah, it's everything's hard during COVID.
right. And what was the name of the karate you did again?
Taekwondo.
Taekwondo. Okay, from Korea.
Yeah, but it was mixed martial arts
Hmm.
for the most part though.
And you
But
were a
it
black
was
belt.
Taekwondo, but it was kind of like a mix of all the styles.
Okay, and you were a black belt.
Yeah, I was a second degree black belt. I was almost third degree black belt. I had my like 3 red stripes, but I quit before then, so it's okay. But you can only test for black belt like once every year, once every 2 years.
Right. Are you gonna get back into it?
Um, Probably not, just because I'm so focused on other stuff. I play field hockey now and busy focused on my acting and modeling, and I still go to school, so it's kind of hard to find time for that.
Hmm.
So I probably won't continue doing it, but I still do stay active, like field hockey, and my family still goes to we go to the gym together, so we still
Right.
spend time. I'm still doing stuff.
That's good. And what made you get into modeling?
That's actually a great question because I just feel like it's called to me. I feel like it was like model. It was just like a ghost. I think I got a letter of recommendation for like a modeling system, and I just went and I like fell in love.
And have you
And it
been
just like
featured
set me into all these different like things that I do now.
right? And if you mind me asking, have you been featured in any magazine or shopping magazine for your
Yes,
modeling?
I have been in magazines. I've actually been in like Vogue Italy before. I've been in like kids magazines, lots of modeling magazines. My mom has all of them at the house. There's like too many to even count. I swear, she has like a stack of like 20. It's
Have
so funny,
you
but most of them are on my Instagram, just like either like a thank you for publishing me or a picture of the page I was in or everything like that is basically on my Instagram or Facebook, which is all Ariana Harris official on everything.
Right. That's amazing. Definitely check her out. Do you have any hidden talents other than karate and modeling?
I can bend my finger like this.
That's crazy.
Like I can't bend it back like that, but I can bend it like all the
That's
way.
not normal.
Mm-mm. I didn't even realize. Like I didn't even realize it wasn't normal until someone was like, "Whoa, what are
Wait,
you doing?"
do you not feel pain?
Not in this hand. I can't do it with this one.
But you can feel pain in that one.
Yeah, my left
But that's
hand.
still normal. Nobody can do
Like,
that on both fingers.
yeah, it's crazy. This pinky definitely isn't as flexible as this one though. This one
But
can
still,
go all the way around.
that's not normal.
That's crazy. I'm not like I don't even have like double joints or anything. I can't pop my thumb out. I can't do my shoulder or anything. It's just my pinky.
That is crazy. I mean, people would think that you cut it off and sewed it back.
It's like the thumb trick. Like the
Right. That is crazy. That's crazy. I did not know that. Is there anything else other than that?
mm, any other special talents that I can do. I really like doing craft projects.
Hmm.
I like all of the decorations in my room. I made myself. I'm really active. I'm actually really smart too. I get like all A's. I'm in honor rolls. I'm in the French Honor Society. Except for I can't speak French, so I don't know how I did that.
Wow.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Ariana. That's all I know. And puis j'allais aux toilettes. That's can I get to the bathroom.
Hey, you can survive
I only know that one because I don't like staying in that class.
but you can survive. You can survive. I understand. Without giving anything away, what is your favorite dialogue line on this film that you worked on so far?
Um, Stop being so stupid. And I love that. Everybody loves the way I say stupid. They think I don't know why, especially when I was little. They were like, the way you say stupid is so funny. I'm like, I don't see anything special with the way I say stupid, but thanks, I guess.
Wow, that's so cool. Um,
Like, I've also had lines, like lots of cuss lines where I had to say bad words. And once there was like a glass on the table and I had to stand up, I was like, ah, and I banged the table and the cup fell over. And then I said my cuss word and then I got slapped across the face.
oh
And I
wow.
marched out all grumpy.
And that was a film that you worked on, right? What film was that?
That one was Connie too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That a lot of my favorite moments come from that one, probably because it's just like the first movie I've ever done.
Right. That's amazing. And if you could work on your favorite TV show or film with your favorite co-star, what or who would it be? I mean, choose and why.
Either The Maze Runner or Outer Banks, because one, imagine just being in the Outer Banks. I know it's not actually filmed in the Outer Banks, but if it was, just chilling on the beach with some funny co-stars, just doing our adventurous little thing, I would get such a good tan. And then like The Maze Runner, I love Dylan O'Brien. I think he's so funny. I think he's an amazing actor, and I love those movies. So I would just love to be in it and act in it,
Hmm.
especially since I love them so much. Like the movies, the books, you know?
Right. The
Yeah.
Maze Runner is a good movie.
Yeah,
I
that's how I
personally
really
think
got
they
sucked
should.
into it.
I personally believe they should have kept making more.
Yeah, I don't. The way they did some of the movies are different from the books, and I don't like that a lot. Like the Harry Potter books, the movies, they're so different from each other. I
I
really
don't
like
read the
them
books.
like the same.
I don't read the books.
Really, the first Maze Runner they did really really good on, and then the second two they kind of like strayed away a little bit, but they still did really good, and I still
Yeah.
loved it. So
Yeah, I'm a book person, but I never read books on movies like Harry Potter
you should read the books
rings
first and then watch the movies. That's always the way to go.
and Maze Runner. Yeah, I know. I just think I just can't sit. When you can watch it, you're like, oh, it tells you the book, and people are like, yeah, it does, kind of, and then not really. So that's yeah, so that's amazing. So you is there a particular role? Like I know I've asked you this, but is there any other roles like if you had opportunity to be in a horror film, excuse me, what horror film would you like to be in?
Any horror film? Mm, I forgot. Okay, Jennifer's Body. I actually watched that preparing for one of my horror films that I was gonna be in. My character was said to act like her, and I know it's not like it's a horror film, but it's kind of not really like scary. So
Mhm.
I did like that one. I thought it was so funny. I thought
Oh
like it
wow.
was the absolute funniest movie ever. Well, not ever, but I thought it was really funny. And I think that would just be a cute little movie to act in. Although it was back in the days, I would have to get like my whenever it was made 2000 hair on.
Right. So is that your normal hair color if you mind me asking, or just you?
This this my roots are my normal hair color. These the bottoms are not. They're a
And do you?
little like lighter, obviously, than
Right, I understand. And do you change it every time on purpose for because your roles in the film, or do you just
no, I last year I had a hair coloring phase, so I had it like black, red, pink, like I had racer stripes, purple, all these different colors. So this is just me growing out from the hair dye. I'm done with it for now. This is how I'm gonna keep it. This is my look, and I like it. So I'm sticking with it.
it's amazing. And my last question, but what do you tell younger generation or people around your age who want to get into acting? What's your advice?
Keep with it. It is so hard. You're gonna get so many rejections. I don't even think I booked anything for the first like 2 years that I was acting. You just have to go to class if you can't afford or go to class, watch YouTube videos, practice in the mirror, practice like scripts, look up scripts, watch movies that analyze the characters. Just keep with it. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna get a lot of no's. But as long as you're passionate about it and you have the passion, you're gonna get somewhere.
Hmm. That's amazing. And what's your encouragement words to tell people to keep going?
Just just do it. It's worth it. I promise. I was crying those first 2 years. I didn't get anything. I was like, no, I'm never gonna be successful. You will. You will be successful. Just wait for the time to come for you. The right project will come for you, and you'll do amazing. It's
That's
okay if you don't book anything right away. It
all
really
right.
is. Keep practicing.
That's awesome. Now, little bit about your state is what is something fun to do in Virginia? Like,
Nothing. It's a historic state, and it's so boring to me. If I could move anywhere, I would want to move to Colorado. It is so pretty over there. I would say one good thing about this state though is there's the beach and there's the mountains. And if you're like in the middle of the state, everything's like a 2 hour radius to get to.
really?
Yeah, you can get anywhere in like 2 hours. So it's great. Like an hour and a half that way, I'm at the beach. 2 hours that way, I'm at the mountains.
So it's a long drive either way.
Yeah, there is a lot of pretty scenic stuff, a lot of historic stuff, but that's something for my dad. I'm not one with the history. I've never been good at history.
Right. And I know it's a great place to make films.
Sometimes. There's only been like 3 films here, I think.
Hmm.
Usually it's in like Georgia or New York. The Walking Dead did film here though, so that's pretty cool. Dope Sick
Yes, I
film.
was going to say that. Have you been to those places where they've done some films?
I haven't been. I've actually been in like most of the films that have been filmed here, even if it was just as an extra. I just like being involved, especially if it's a local production. My brother, though, he went to VCU and he accidentally walked on the set of The Walking Dead after they were like wrapped up, but everything was still up and everything. So he was telling me about that, and I was so jealous. I was like, wow.
That was really cool. So does your brother act?
He did. He used to. He has like a job now, and he has cats and a girlfriend, and he has a job, a full-time job. So he's working on that now. He didn't really go down the acting path for a long time, but he did act for a little bit. He
That's,
actually met Michael Keaton,
that's
like the Batman.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
it was really cool. And I
Neat.
met Bill Poulter. That was on the same set, I think. It was on Dope Sick.
Hmm.
It was on Dope
I
Sick,
believe so. Yeah.
and it was really cool on that set too because I felt like I got treated like a little celebrity. They treated me so good. They treated all of the extras good too. A lot of the
Hmm.
times on set, they'll treat actors like extras, like you're not even there, and the main actors will just do their own thing. But on Dope Sick, it really felt like everybody was a family, and it was really, really nice.
Well, that's amazing. That's awesome. You got to meet them. And I can't wait for you to have more work and film and more projects. I can't wait to see them. And of course, to talk about it more on my show when you come back.
Definitely.
I appreciate I appreciate you coming on my show today.
Thank you for having me. I had such a good time.
Well, you're very welcome. Let's stay in touch, and I can't wait to have you back.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And before I let you go, are you doing anything fun today? I know you said it's boring there, but still, I mean,
I might. I was like reserving my day out for this interview because I was really excited to do it and I was really looking forward to it. So I was like, let me make sure nothing gets in the way. But after this is done, I might hang out with like either my friend or go to the movies or something.
mhm.
So that'll be
Awesome.
fun. And I have a half day tomorrow. I thought I had tomorrow off, but apparently I don't. So I'll probably do something fun tomorrow too.
That's good. I'm so happy. Well, thank you again for coming on my show, and I can't wait for you to come back on.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So you have a good day. All
You too.
right. Bye now.
Bye bye.